you see this is done only using Rust for backends and also for frontends. In this video, I will show you the code. I will show you exactly how it works, and this way it would be more clear for you if it can make sense to use Rust for backend, of course, but maybe for frontend also in production. So if it's a question that you were asking, this is a video for you. Maybe also just a few words about me. I'm Max, if you don't know me. I'm a Rust developer for 2 years now, mostly for full stack applications, so using Rust for backend and frontend. If you are interested in the bootcamp or the one-word coaching we provide at Rustify, you can just go on rustify.rs, and you can apply also. There is limited spot because we are selective about the people we take, but you can just apply and we will see if we can work together. Okay, so first I will show you the platform, how it works on the platform, then I will show you the code. So if we go in dashboard like this, I'm still restructuring the dashboard, so it's not done yet. But as you can see, so we are on the dashboard. This is accessible only for people who join the bootcamp. And maybe I will show you this way. So you can see that we have different day 1, day 2, day 3, and so on. And here we have the weeks. So here we are on week 1, here week 2, week 3, week 4, and so on. This is for the full stack program. We have also another one, which is the blockchain program, but here I'm focusing on the full stack program. And you will see that if I go, for instance, on week 2, then we have day 6, day 7, and so on, because we have 5 days per week. So quite simple. Inside, you can see also that we have this, so print variables, and we have also a way to validate the exercises. So I will show you that also if you are interested, how it works in the code. And we have also a lecture with the lecture, basically. So not that complex actually to do this all using Rust, and I will show you right now with the code how it works. So I will show you a few stuff about this, but I will probably show you first how it works for the authentication, because of course if you try to, I will log out and you will see. Okay, so if I go again in dashboard, I will have to put a link after. So of course you get redirected to a login. And if you don't have access to this, so Maxwell's full stack program or Maxwell's blockchain program, you will not be able to access the website basically. And you can also notice that here I was trying to get to dashboard and I'm redirected automatically to login. So I'll show you how it works. So for this, when you use Rust for full stack applications, so it means that you are using for the backend, for the server, for the frontend also. And usually in the Leptos application, you have the app and you have the server. So I will first show you the server, the thing that you see here, okay? And then I will show you the app also. So for the server, you can see that we have app router and also we have different middleware, because this is where the middleware magic happens. If we look first at the build app router, you can see that we are using also Axum, and this is also a cool part of Leptos, is because you can use Axum. It integrates well with Axum, and you already know, I guess, that we have different layers that we can use when we use Axum. And for this, inside the different layers that we have the session layer, the host session layer, the host middleware, and so on. Okay, and this is basically where it all happens. So I'm not explaining in details because it's a free YouTube video, of course. If you are interested to learning this in much more details, to really understand this, once again, you can go on up rustify.rs. You can just submit, you can just apply now, and we can see if we can work together. Okay, so we have this, and to understand how it works exactly for the redirection to login, we need to go inside the authentication. So I have the app router here, and we have the middleware. So we have different middleware, but the one that we have is also authentication. And you can see that, so we have protected path and public path. By default, everything is protected. And we need to opt in for the public path to make it so that it doesn't redirect to login. So for instance, we have this I will have to remove also, my bad. So we have, for instance, I don't know, articles, for instance. If we go on articles, you can see that here we are not redirected to login. Why? Very simple, it's because we have path login here. Okay, simple as that. And this path login is inside the public path. And this way we have access to. So where is it used for this? So I will not explain this because it's a little more complex. Of course, also when you have middleware, you need also to understand future in Rust, and you also need to understand that when we use future, we need to have pull ready and call. We'll see that in much more details in the bootcamp, but also something to keep in mind. So maybe we have already seen that. And then inside the call, so this is where the magic of the redirect happen, because you can see that we have the redirect here. The redirect is coming from Axum, okay? And then up, we redirect here to login, if we should redirect to us or not, okay? And then I've done some also unit tests to make sure the logic is correct, and that's it. So as you can see, quite simple. So this is for the authentication part. Maybe you are also wondering how it works for the dashboard in itself. Okay, I will show you that. So for this, of course, in Rust application, in Leptos applications, we have the app.rs. You have maybe used it before. And so we have the different routes here. So I'll show you also, because it's quite similar actually to React. Okay. So we have app.rs, we have the router here, and we have the routes, and then we have the individual routes. And inside we have, so you remind that we have the public route and the protected route, right? So for the public route, sorry, it's very similar as what we have already seen in the authentication, so we can access to articles and so on. And we have also the protected routes. And also, this is also where the magic happens for the redirection from client side, because what is cool with Leptos is that we can have protected parent routes, and this way, if the person is not authenticated, it will get redirected to login. Okay. And inside, this is where we have the different routes for the dashboard. So if we go again inside dashboard, so up like this. So I will just log in. Okay, and inside, so if we go inside, I don't know, print variables, for instance, so you can see that for the route, we have dashboard, full stack, week 1, and so on. And this is what we have just in here. So, for instance, full stack, and then we have the param, okay? Because all of this that you can see after full stack, all of this is a param, okay? And we are using wildcard segment for this, okay? If you don't understand this perfectly, this is normal. Once again, we cover this in the bootcamp if you want to really understand this in details. Here is just a global overview of what we can do with Rust. So yeah, this is basically how the routing works inside app.rs and also inside the page dashboard in itself. So all of this, all of what we have here is the page dashboard.rs, okay? And the way it works looks something like this. So also, you can notice that we have a side nav here, and then we have the main page here, okay? So this is used using a layout. This is why we have the side nav layout just here. And then we have the dashboard header. So the dashboard header is what we have just here, okay? With the breadcrumb. And then inside we have the just the page. Also, you can notice that we are doing some authentication, of course, because if you are not authorized to go inside this page, of course, you are also redirected. This is why I've implemented also a secure server like this, and also access controller to make sure that it's secured. And yeah, that's it. So it was a quick introduction about this, just so that you can see how it works in production. And oh yeah, also a quick note on all of this. To be honest with you, if you are not still able to publish something like this in production and to make it work, and if you are still blocked in the learning phase, probably the bootcamp I have in Rustify up. So Rustify, you remind it's Rustify.rs. I think this can be very useful for you. So once again, if you are interested in this, you can just look the program that we have. So full stack program. So you will have the whole program just here. Just check if it makes sense for you or not. You will have a much better understanding of using Rust for full stack application for backend and frontend. So we cover that in depth in the bootcamp. If you are also interested in the coaching I have, so one-on-one coaching, you can also apply here. And once again, I'm selective in the people I take. Okay, so even if you have a good profile, it's not guaranteed that I can work with you because I have received a lot of demand and I cannot take everyone, right? So yeah, thanks for watching and see you next time.